Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Genuine APBT. On today's episode, I simply want to talk about how I'm feeding Maple. She's about, I would say, 20 days away from delivering the litter. She seems to be doing great, and I've changed it up a little bit here because I wanted to introduce some food to her that I then want to feed to the pups when I wean them off of her. My puppies will not eat any kibble whatsoever. They go straight to raw feeding, but I make a mush. But I'm starting to do that now for Maple so she can introduce the nutrients that are in some of this food to the puppies as she's pregnant through the bloodstream. So what you see here is a combination of chicken quarters. We did chicken gizzards, which are the gizzards and the hearts, and then some sardines, and that was it there. So we blended that all up, or grinded that all up with faithful grinder. I busted it out. I hadn't seen it in a while. You can get a grinder like this, and you can either use it straight to the throat there, but if you have other stuff that you want to grind up, you could get the tray with the pusher there. And then you can put different types of dies or sizes that'll then push it through and down into the receiver there. But it makes this. That grinder there is a Globe grinder. It's an excellent grinder. It actually grinds the entire chicken quarters quickly, efficiently, and it's just one shot right through there. But what we're introducing today are beef kidneys, beef heart, and then some beef protein. I'm going to put the hamburger in there for a little more fat. And then we've got some spinach, and we've got some pureed celery. And what I'll do is when I blend all of this in that, I will then take that and reintroduce it to the grinder along with this. So then everything gets incorporated. All the ingredients that are in here, the chicken quarters, the sardines, the gizzards, the hearts, and then the beef kidney, beef heart, beef protein, hamburger with more fat, spinach, and then the celery. All right, I'm doing this because we're striving to make this litter extremely healthy, not only depending on the genetics that Zephyr and Maple definitely show. And then we took extremely good care of her during the pregnancy, where she was, her housing, her cleanliness, her checkups, everything that needed to be done was done. And so we're really happy, and we're hoping for the best here, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes it could even be, I don't take Maple in for any other exam to verify the pregnancy. I just don't do that. She gets pretty riled up with any other dog. Even if I go at the end of the day, she knows dogs have been there. So it's just never makes for a good visit. And I just don't want to do that to her. So I was certifying it by palpation. And you can feel them sometimes. Palpation is just something simple. After about 40 days, you can actually feel the stomach of the dog in through the stomach of the dog, and you can feel what seems to be little puppy skulls. And they're pretty small, depending on the breed of the dog. But I didn't feel any there, so I'm not sure. I don't want to keep testing her like that. Visibly, she's showing visible signs of being pregnant, which is good. But you never know. Sometimes it could be a false positive because of the male hormones that are put into her at the moment of breeding. So, but we're still going to feed her just like you see here. And because, again, we want to get the best skin, the best health, the best bones, the best of everything. And then when the puppies are weaning off in about 3.5 weeks. Try them at about 3 weeks, and sometimes they'll take and maybe 3.5, 4 weeks. Some of them won't. But I will then mix everything, and it'll look like this, and I will mix it with goat's milk that I have frozen here. See, this goat's milk is excellent. You just get that goat's milk there, and you put it in the puppy feeding tray, and you mix it with that. Put it in the micro, warm it up a little bit to where it's just warm, it's not hot, and then set it down and they'll go for it. Be happy. Like I said, I know that this is going way over the top, and I'm not suggesting that everybody has to do this. It's just my way of doing it. I want to do it. I've been blessed by God to do it, and so I'm very happy to do that. All right, so usually I do the biblical verse at the beginning of the video, but I will do the biblical verse at the end of the video. Today's biblical verse is in 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Everyone who practices sin also practices lawlessness, for sin is lawlessness. All right, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful to some. And like always, know them, love them, and raise them responsibly.